Hello, and welcome everybody to the channel. Welcome to the show. Thank you everybody so much for being here. Welcome to another live stream of Mobile Music Pro. Filter that down a little bit, guys. We have such a great show today. I'm so excited to get started. We're making some music. We're gonna be checking out some apps. We're doing some announcements. Of course, all the usual stuff. So it's gonna be a great time, and I hope you are ready for the ride. All right. Let's go ahead and get the show started. I want to start out by saying hello to everybody in the live chat. Thank you so much for being here. We got all the fan favorites in here. Excuse me 1 second. We got all the fan favorites in here, ladies and gentlemen, including Benjamin in here as well, Jamie Mallender, Ed B. What's going on? Mr. Not a Box in here as well. Much love to everybody in here. Appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you. Hope you guys know that. Fam Priam in here as well. Samuel Linderman, of course, the great, the all-knowing, the Samuel Linderman is in the house. Hope you're doing well, bro. Hope everybody's having a good day. He's already talking about the premium of the app we'll be giving away today. So yeah, fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. Always going to be fun. So we're going to take a look at all that. But let's just get into a few announcements real quick. Let's just bring up the web browser here. Close Cubasis 3 for right now. We have a brand spanking new melody pack released from Mobile Music Pro and Sound Test Room. We have again partnered up with the great and legendary Doug from the Sound Test Room to compose another pack for us here. And this is really a great pack, guys. This is going to be a vintage guitar melody pack that you can check out right now by going to mobilemusicpro.com/memories. This definitely helps support the channel. This helps support Doug at the Sound Test Room. This also helps support Mobile Music Pro. So we'd really appreciate if you could just take a look at it and see what you think, because we got over 800 megabytes of audio in here with 26 stems, including 26 loops that include 78 stems. So a lot of good stuff in here, a lot of great stuff. We can just do a quick preview real quick, but I do want to see if we can try to use one of these in the song that we generate today. But let's take a quick listen to just a couple of these real quick. See if I can tap on it or not. So we got little 4-bar previews here, as you can hear. Lots of good stuff in here. Here's one of my favorites, the Hazy Rooms. So yeah, lots of good stuff in here, guys. Over 26 melodies in here, 26 melodies with 78 stems. And of course, the best part of these types of melody packs is you can combine them and recreate them and create a ton of different melodies from just one single loop, especially when you have the stems like you do here. So very, very cool stuff. Make sure to check it out. That is 50% off right now for the first 2 weeks. As always, we try to make all the releases of our products have that 50% initial discount. So for the first couple of weeks, we want to just charge you half the price there so that you can hopefully get a deal, because we love you guys. So make sure you check that out. That is only $9.99 until November 22nd, when it will then be at its normal price at $19.99. All right. So let's get into the second announcement here. And then the second announcement, guys, if we go to mobilemusicpro.com, we can see that we are giving away still 2 copies of Cubasis 3 to celebrate our 2-year anniversary. So that was really, really cool to be able to finally get this to you guys. Because remember, there's a whole lot of work that goes on behind the scenes on Mobile Music Pro to get everything prepared for you, to get all these things working, to get the guides, to get the website and all that stuff. So it's a lot of work, and we definitely want to make sure that that all this work is worth it. So to do that, we want to make sure that we are helping and creating as many mobile music producers as possible, and so that when we do these giveaways, it can definitely benefit somebody. So if you know anybody that can benefit from a free copy of Cubasis, because it is $50, $49.99, definitely make sure you give them this link, mobilemusicpro.com, and have them check out this giveaway. We are giving away 2 copies. We have 109 entries total with 37 hours left to go. So we hope that you can definitely get in on this deal. So really, really cool. And of course, maybe check out our free Cubasis 3 guide. If you do win this copy of Cubasis 3, maybe check out our guides, maybe check out our videos, see if they can help you. All right. We got Joe in the house. I got to make Joe a mod real quick. I've been meaning to make Joe a mod for a while. And I keep forgetting. Sorry, Joe. And also, I missed Doug's stream tonight too, this morning too, because Doug streams his first stream of the day is 6:30 in the morning in my time. So sorry if I missed your stream there, Doug. I usually don't make the morning ones, but I definitely try to at least make some of the afternoon ones there for it's your evening but our afternoon. So yeah, all right, guys. So make sure you check out the brand new pack from Mobile Music Pro and Sound Test Room, and check out that free Cubasis 3 giveaway. Let's go ahead and check the chat, see how everybody is doing right now before we start getting into the app that we'll be giving away today. Joe says he's a machine. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know how Doug does it. I mean, Doug's got streams, like usually 2 streams a day. Plus he's making packs, for Mobile Music Pro. So I don't know how he does it. That man is a beast. He definitely has tons of stuff. Yeah, Tao is in the house. Hey, what's going on, Tao? Or Teo? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Teo, but he's letting everybody know that there is a deal right now on Mixbox. IK Multimedia has a number of apps right now that's all on 50% sale, 50% offer, so make sure you check out that. And of course, if you are looking for app discounts, definitely make sure to sign up for our completely free mailing list here at mobilemusicpro.com, because you'll get an email every single week, and you'll get the latest discounts in there and the latest new apps as well. So you'll be informed about what's going on, in the overall mobile music production community, as well as be informed of what Mobile Music Pro has got going on, because we always got stuff going on, guys. Giveaways, new products, contests, all the good stuff. So sign up for our free mailing list here at mobilemusicpro.com. You just go to the bottom of the page and you join our free mailing list. So completely free, 1 email a week. Really, really good stuff. Lots of important information in there. All right. Let's see the chat. Let's see the chat. Saying hello to everyone. All right. Ben says this AUM update that's coming should be amazing. Jamie's in the house. Says Jamie, I'm going to get it, I promise. Yeah, very cool. Let me scroll up here. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's midweek, so it is Wednesday, middle of the week. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's definitely blue skies and palm trees over here. So we got our coffee bean coffee today. Ah, so delicious. Coffee bean, ladies and gentlemen, coffee. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Nope, can't get enough. Even though I don't need any coffee, because I'm already pretty hyper. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Paul is the Music Man. Says showed us some features on his latest video. Yeah, make sure you follow Paul the Music Man. He's pretty popular on Facebook as well. Pretty proficient creating content there. Make sure you follow him. Great stuff. Talking about a bunch of apps in here. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, Samuel, of course, the all-knowing Samuel has confirmed that Mixbox is so worth it. Guys, if Samuel says it's worth it, and Ben say it's worth it, if Samuel and Ben say it's worth it, it's probably pretty worth it. Because, those guys are hard to please. No shade, guys. I love you, but you guys are a little bit hard to please. So we want to make sure if you guys are happy, then everybody's going to be happy. I can assure you that. Chordmaster in the house. What's going on, Kevin? Make sure you follow Kevin. Chordmaster, he's always got new interviews, new videos out. Been playing with all sorts of good mobile music stuff over there. Loves it. What's going on, Dylan? DLJU, Delwan maybe? What's going on, Delwan? He says, what's up? Nakai Music in the house. What's going on, Nakai? Bless you, sir, and your amazing music. Nakai's always got good stuff coming out. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, Benjamin Virgo says, Paul is the best developer out there. Yeah, probably. For sure. All right, make sure to smash that thumbs. Yeah, Not a Box says smash the thumbs. We're about to go check out the free app that we'll be giving away at the end of the stream. So for those new to the stream or for those just joining, how we do it is we first do our introductions there, our announcements. Then we play with an app for a little bit, demonstrate it for you guys, and then we try to use it to make some music. And then finally, during the last 15 minutes of the 2-hour stream, we do a giveaway there. So we got a couple codes to give away today, 2 codes to give away at the end of the stream. So make sure you stick around all the way through. Okay. So I think we're ready to take a look at the Songen. Songen. Today, we will be looking at Songen, which is, of course, a short for song generation, because this is what this app does. It definitely uses artificial intelligence to be able to generate different tracks for you. So it's really cool because we did a generative app called Beatly Pro just a few weeks ago, and now we're doing another generative app. So it does seem that this is becoming, more and more in the consciousness of producers, the ability to use AI and artificial intelligence. And I think that's only going to continue into the future. But this is another great example because cause this actually produces great stuff, guys, in pretty much any genre. There's a ton of genres here. So if we take a look here and tap on the now generating, you can see all the different genres that you can generate here. And there really is a ton. And it's crazy because in addition to all these genres, you can combine genres as well. So you could choose generate me some synthwave and rock, or generate me some, some trap and rock. So you can choose these different genres. Now, as far as the combination goes, in my opinion, the app doesn't quite get there with when you start combining genres. It gets a little hairy, gets a little different, maybe a little bit generic. But when you just choose a single genre, guys, the stuff that this thing produces is really good. I mean, it's not only is it really good, but even if it's okay, you can still use that to create something really good, because the drum, something in that thing is going to be good. Either the melody is going to be good, or the drums is going to be good, or the bass is going to be good. There's going to be something that's going to inspire you to create a full track in here. So if we just take a look here, let's see, do we have something? No, we don't have anything right now, but let's just go ahead and start generating some stuff here. So if we go to, let's just start generating some synthwave for now. That's fun. Everybody loves synthwave. We got synthwave, techno, trap, so many here, guys. Let me just rattle off a few of these here. Like jazz, Latin, lo-fi, minimal house, New York rap, pop punk, rock, R&B, techno, trap. So tons and tons and tons of stuff in here. But we're going to do synthwave for now. Now, you can adjust once I start clicking this generate button. In order to generate the melody, we just simply click this button here. But once I do that, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the user interface as well. But really, the main pages that you have to be concerned with right away in the beginning is this generate screen here that you see. And then we have the My iTunes screen, or My Tunes screen, which is going to have the list of generated songs that you have saved here, a list of generated songs that you like and that you have saved, and then your account button. And it shows you exactly what you can do here. Now, you can see that I have the premium version of the app here because I am paying for the subscription, but there is limits to that as well. So even if you're paying, you can only get about 250 exports. So it kind of sounds like limiting at first, but when you see all the different stuff that you can do, I mean, if you're generating 250 of these a month. I don't think that you're like a normal producer. You're not really, you're definitely out of the norm, because what you would use this for on a day-to-day basis, if you are trying to produce, songs, if this is your full-time job, you might use this one or two times, to a day tops, to generate something. You wouldn't be using this like 10 times a day, because what you'd want to do is use it for inspiration, to find something and then, export that, and then you're good. So I think that 250 is reasonable. That's just my opinion, but we'll see what you guys think as well. But you definitely get 3 for free. So right out the gate, you're going to get 3 exports completely for free. But you can continue generating forever and ever. You can just keep generating. But as far as saving them and exporting, you can only save 3 and export 3 until you purchase the subscription. Now, it's a pretty reasonable, subscription price, a few dollars a month. I think $8 a month, $8 or $9 a month. So it's not too bad. It's, the price of Netflix, something like that. But again, if you do utilize this enough, it can absolutely be worth it. But it all depends on your workflow and what you're going to use it for. So very, very cool. Yeah, Ben's like, not subscriptions. And yeah, and to the developer, most people, just so you know, I myself am not a big fan of subscriptions. What I would like to see, if possible, is like a lifetime deal. Like, I would pay $50 for this app for sure for a lifetime deal. I would pay $100 for this app for a lifetime deal, like for unlimited exports, just unlimited everything, just some kind of grandfather, some kind of, lifetime grandfather deal. I would definitely purchase for this app, like hands down. If you give me a $50 or $100, lifetime deal, I would rather do that than pay $9 a month in a subscription. So to the developer, if you guys want to, make that an option, I definitely think some people can take advantage of it, especially because of the quality of this app, the amount of stuff that it can produce. There's just a ton of stuff. So I'm talking a little bit too much. Let's get into this. Let's start generating some stuff right now. I'm going to hit the generate button and check the chat. And let's check this out. So we are about to generate some stuff for synthwave in the key of C with 120 tempo. Actually, the key and the tempo, change up depending on what it generates. But you can actually lock those, which we'll get into a little bit more once we start generating. So let's hit the button. I seem to have the wrong image up real quick. 1 second. 1 second. I'm coming. Man. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's hit the generate button and take a look, shall we? How cool is that? Come on. That's pretty cool. Let's create a few more. Want to welcome a couple people in here. We got Sir Jason in the house. What's going on? Sorry if I missed your name. We got Bryant in here. Bryant, he's another person who's not a fan of the subscription model. But remember, guys, the developers have to get paid somehow, right? And this is an example model for developers to continue to get paid. So that's why I love the hybrid model. Give me, if you want to do subscription, okay, but then give us some type of, full one-time fee that is worth it to be able to keep your software continuously growing into the future. So, like I said, even if it's like a big amount, like $50 to $100, you'll if the app is good enough, people will pay for it. And I'm definitely here to tell you that I would definitely pay between $50 and $100 for full lifetime version of this app. But subscriptions, of course, are becoming more popular because they can get the developers paid. But we got to find some kind of hybrid model that we can give the end user a choice. But yeah, really cool stuff. A lot of talk about tonality. The app Tonality in the chat right now. Fantastic app for generating chords and chord progressions. But very, very cool. All right, so that was a couple of some synthwave. As you can see, like it really is decent. Like this is not going to produce a Grammy Award-winning song for you out of the gate or anything. But the MIDI that it generates is absolutely fantastic. That you can then take and customize to your liking to add the instruments that you think are going to sound good. Because obviously this is not a DAW, right? They're not going to throw like the most expensive synthesizers inside of here. They're not going to have the most expensive bass sounds. But it is actually decent enough to preview just in here where you can tell, what, I could make this into a great song or not. There's plenty enough here for you to be able to make that determination. So let's try a different genre. You guys don't mind? Let's try some EDM. That was some synthwave. Let's try some EDM, and then we'll try some trap. Let's do it. Ben says he'd only use the app for the hi-hats. See, the sounds aren't breathtaking, but the patterns are beautiful. You can just tell with the right instruments. You can make this into a banger. But it takes a music producer to understand that, you know. A regular person couldn't tell that the MIDI from this could be like some amazing track. One more. See this right here. These chords, beautiful. The syncopation between the bass and the drums and the melody, that's priceless. So really, really good stuff there. I could definitely turn that into a banger. Let me tell you, that would be a great EDM song. Okay, so now what I want to do is just change it up. Let's just generate a few trap songs and then get a little bit more into the user interface, if that's cool with you guys. Let's go to the trap, please. I'm telling you, iOS 15 screws with me so hard. It makes me double tap things. It like loses my ability to scroll. Weird UI things in iOS 15. Weird UI things. Just weird things like that so far. Just a few of these weird, quirky UI things. But let's hit done. Uh-oh, I clicked too many. I clicked trap and techno. I do not want techno, just the trap. All right, let's generate a couple. That's better. I'm the first person to pronounce the name correctly. Del Juan. I'm the first person to pronounce Del Juan's name correctly in a long time. All right. Shout out to you, Del Juan. Let's generate some more. All right, I've heard some better ones being generated. Yeah, see, I like this. I love those chord stabs. And then the hats here, very useful hats. Nice bass. Again, just beautiful MIDI that you could replace with your own sounds. I like this one. One more. One more. Not bad. Let's just quickly listen to a few that I generated that I really liked. I'm just going to go through these real quick. Play. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second, Samuel. I like this one. So catchy. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Listen to this. This was generated like an hour ago. Just click the generate button. Well, obviously, Sam, you're not going to make a song that's only 8 bars. You take what you have and you make a song out of the 8 bars. Beautiful. You can definitely make a full song out of 8 bars of music. That is for sure. That's correct, Samuel. All right, let's do the... I did generate a pop one too, which was pretty good. Listen to this pop one. It sounds a little folksy with the instruments used. But with the right instruments. This could be a top 40 pop song. All right, quickly, let's get into the user interface. So when you have something that you like that's been generated, there's a few other settings that you can actually get into here. Again, my user interface is all like just totally jacked. With iOS 15, like it doesn't recognize tap sometimes. See, I had to like tap a million times before it recognized. Anyway, freaking iOS 15. So we have your interface here, and while the thing is playing, you can open up some settings like in the mixer. So we have mixer settings and MIDI settings. So if we open up the mixer settings, we can see that we can do things like just solo out certain parts of the song, like just if I just want to take out the chords, or maybe I just want to only hear the chords. So you can easily do that here. And then, so that's the mixer. You can do some pretty cool stuff in here. For example, use some presets. There are some mixing presets in here, like loud, aggressive, clean, mellow, vinyl, bass boost, a bunch of great ones in here. And the Apple Generate will use one of these based on what genre that you generate. So pretty cool stuff. And of course, you can lock all these certain things that you'd like. You can lock the chord progression. You can lock the mix presets so that you can lock certain things so that when you generate, those don't change. In addition to the mixer settings, you have your MIDI settings here. And inside of these MIDI settings, you'll have different settings per each section. So in the drum section, you can see that we can actually even remove certain parts of the drums, like kicks, snares, or hats. We can change we can lock certain notes. We can change the tempo factor. Under the bass, we can do things like change the octave and the note length. Under chords, pretty much the same thing there. And then under the all section, you can change things like the swing and the humanization factor. So very, very interesting stuff. Again, you can do this all while the track is playing, but I'm not doing that so you can still hear what I'm saying right now. But that is the MIDI settings. And of course, we showed you the different genres that you can choose from here. And then the chord progression, again, you can lock certain aspects. So when it generates, that won't change. Same with the key here. We can choose minor or not, and we can lock the specific key so that anytime it generates something, it'll always be in the key of your choosing. Same with the tempo. You can lock that if you need to lock that as well. So very, very cool stuff. Now, on the export thing, where it gets really interesting, guys, is on the export stuff, because that's where it gets really crazy. Again, like iOS 15, I swear, it makes me unable to tap certain things. Because look, now that I can tap these buttons up here, I can't tap my buttons down here. So very, very frustrating for iOS 15. 1 second, let's see if I can get it to tap without closing the app. So I'm gonna close the app real quick, open it back up. It's not the app's fault. It's iOS 15 not allowing me to click on certain places. It's so crazy. But anyway, if we go to the MyTunes, come on. close it one more time. iOS 15, you're gonna kill me. So if we click, so there's again these three sections that generate my iTunes and the account. And when you go to the tunes section, this is where you can actually export your stuff. And there's some very, 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 very interesting stuff inside of this export, which we're going to get into right now. So of course you can do things like just export the MIDI and audio stems. Pretty simple and self-explanatory, right? You can do the full mix or have everything inside of one single MIDI file. Have all the drums separated if you'd like. Separate out the drum tracks right here. Really cool stuff. But here's where it gets crazy interesting. In addition to that, they have these other two settings here. And if you click on the MIDI, the second one, you can see that we have, this actually is for the second or the third one. So if you click on the second one or the third one, instead of the first one here, if you click on the second or the third one, what happens is you can now choose the arrangement. So, Sam was saying how 8 bars can get pretty repetitive. But of course, because nobody actually makes a song only 8 bars long, looping over and over and over and over again, right? They take out certain sections, they put certain sections back in, they up the octave on one or change out the instrument using the same pattern. They do certain tricks to basically, play the same music, but still keep you interested. And so in that same vein, you can actually choose a song structure here to export. So if you click on this, you can see basic, advanced, and DJ friendly, and you can see this chord progression change, you can see this actual arrangement change up here. So for example, if we click on advanced, you can see that it's a little bit longer than the basic, and then the DJ friendly, of course, just starts with the drums right away. But watch, if we click on basic, let's just open this up. Anytime you tap on one of these, you can then tap on the arrangement, and when you tap on that, here you get the additional settings. So with this 8 bars that you are, the same 8 bars of music that you're using, you can now use more. You can go all the way across to 65 bars because it's going to generate a arrangement for you and place these songs, place these parts of each individual tracks of this music in different sections. So it's really cool. So like you can see how this doesn't start out with the drums, right? We can click play here and preview this and audition this. It doesn't start out with the drums. This is only starting out with the chords. And then as it's playing, it'll bring in the drums here, the bass, and the chords. And you can change that out too by tapping it and untapping it again. So if we didn't want the drums to come in yet, we can untap that. Now it's just the bass and the chords. And then the drums will come in after that. So really, really, really cool stuff, guys. You could even like adjust certain things here, like the length and the BPM and certain things like that. So very, very cool stuff. So if we go back, iOS 15, come on. There we go. So if we go back here, we can see, again, you can choose basic, advanced, or DJ friendly. If we click on the advanced one, you can see that we have an even longer song. So the other one was 67 bars or so. This is 97 bars. So it's even a more elaborate arrangement. So really cool stuff, guys. I just love this idea of being able to not only generate this 8-bar loop for you, but then generate an entire arrangement for you as well. I mean, come on, how cool is that? Have the whole arrangement generated for you. Now, I'm not saying, of course, that you have to use this arrangement or that someone would use this suggested arrangement every single time or anything like that, but it absolutely is a great starting place for inspiration and for newer producers who might not fully understand arrangement yet. So tons and tons of benefits. When you add up all of the benefits of the quality of stuff that quality of loops that it produces, the amount of options that it has, and then to customize that, and then the amount of export options that you have when you actually go to export the thing, that's why I'm telling you, like, I would pay $5,200 lifetime for this, so they don't have to actually have a subscription. So very interesting stuff, guys. So I think that's pretty cool. I think we got to start making some music with it pretty soon here. But I'm going to go to the chat and see what everybody is saying. So we are taking a look at, for those just joining, we are taking a look at the Songen app, which is a song generating app. Just going to go through the chat, see how everybody is doing. So yeah, you can actually export MIDI or audio. You can export the audio stems or the MIDI stems, and you can actually have your drums separated out as well inside of that MIDI. So you don't have to, because during the last time we did Beatly Pro, all the drums came in one single MIDI file, and that was difficult to separate out. But they've since changed that. Beatly Pro has since made an update to where you can export the drums separately. But this app has that already as well, so you can export the drums separately, which is what I'm sure we'll be doing today. Does it have MIDI out? You can export the MIDI out, but there's no way to connect. I don't believe this app to any other apps. That's another update that Beatly Pro did as well. Beatly Pro now has MIDI out. I don't believe that this app has MIDI out. That might be something for the app developer to take a look at in the future. Brian says maybe a better name would be simple pattern. I mean, it generates more than simple patterns in here. You can get to the syncopation between that stuff on a couple of these songs is definitely more than simple. Like, I would not say this is a simple pattern generated in any word, any form of the word simple, because of the amount of complexity that you can add to it if you want. Very, very cool stuff. A lot of cool options in here. Yeah, Not a Box says, yeah, the thing is how to make bangers out of these, right? So, like I said, you're not going. It's not going to generate a banger for you. You have to take the MIDI and then use your own instruments and then make something special, because that's at the end of the day what this app is for. This app is not a DAW to generate a complete finished song inside of it. It is to generate some fantastic MIDI that you can then use your own instruments to and make some really good sounding music. Yeah, Samuel says, yeah, modern songs, of course, don't have as many key changes. That's correct. I mean, again, music, if you can trace it back all the way from the beginning, to classical stuff, before electricity, music has generally pretty much gotten simpler and simpler, if you look at the curve. Absolutely, it has gotten more simple and more simpler, and that's because simply of the democratization of music production, the ability for now anybody pretty much to create music, more and more people to create music. Back in the day, it was just orchestras, and that was it. And if you didn't play an instrument, couldn't make music. But now, of course, it's a whole different world. So that has opened up the music making to more people, and more people actually listening to music as well. So it was inevitable that it would get simpler over time. But of course, that's a generalization, because it all depends on the genre that you're talking about. Some genres have gotten more complex, but but in general, though, most music in general, especially top 40 stuff, has all gotten more simple over the years. Just reading everybody's stuff here. Not a Box has got some evil genius plans. All right. Yeah, Teo just named some generators, some chord progression generators like tonality, suggester, climper, chord bud, piano motifs. Very great stuff. They all help him create progressions and melodies. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Yeah, it's just not popular. Good point by Tao. There's so much complex, thought-provoking music out there. It's just not popular, and that's okay. Like, you could be a Grammy award-winning artist or producer, and nobody could know your name. That's how diverse music is these days. Like, no, it's really crazy. Anybody with a TikTok can pretty much get a deal, with a successful TikTok profile page. So in that environment, yeah, it's there's everything and anything in between. But of course, the most simple stuff will usually float to the top charts. Usually. Not a Box. I don't want to be popular. I'd rather be original. Oh, goodness. Oh, the purity checks of some people are hilarious to me. So funny. It's like, yo, I mean, at what point it's a debate that people can have. The whole preset sample generator debate. It's kind of funny because when you think about it, an instrument by itself is just a preset. But yeah, this app. It's great about this app is that it's kind of for anybody in between. Like it's for new producers who want to get started and learn some stuff. It's also for professional producers who need to be able to pump out material pretty fast. It's for a lot. It's for kind of everybody and anybody in between. It all depends on your workflow. Joshua Good and LeMaze in the house. What's going on, guys? We're having a good day. All right, cool. All right, guys. So let's start trying to generate something. So I wanted to do something of one of these. I'm trying to think which one we should do, either the synthwave or the trap rock. I think we're going to generate one of the trap rocks. It's going to be one of these three, I think. Let's try to do this one. Let's try to make something out of that. So we tap it, and we are going to do the MIDI file. I wonder if we should do the whole arrangement or not. Might be kind of fun to do at least a basic arrangement might be kind of fun. But I think we're just gonna do the loop, and we'll see how much time we have. Let's make the loop sound good, and then we can arrange it if we have time. So we're gonna separate the drum tracks for sure. Multi-track MIDI, yep. Full mix, MIDI stand. We don't need might as well have the full mix so we can hear what it sounded like originally. All right, drum stems, yep. Bass stem, yep. Okay. MIDI stems, yep. Okay. So now all we do is tap start and render, and it'll play through it and then export the files for us. Talking about some great artists and producers in the chat. Curious to see what we can do with that guitar, because I got a decent amount of Nembrini apps. Throw a Death Eye compressor on it. All right, now once that's all done, we can save to files. Let's create a new folder. This was Trap Rock. Call it Trap Rock 1. Put it in there. Save. All right, let's go take a look at that, shall we? Close the app. Go to our files on my iPad. Let's go to the test folder. Trap Rock. All right, so let's copy this. I'm gonna put it in my Cubasis for now. And we'll just throw it in the MIDI folder for right now. The My MIDI Files folder. See how Cubasis handles these subfolders, because sometimes it doesn't quite handle subfolders well. One of those subs. Let's see what we got. All right, let's open up Cubasis. Yeah, it depends on Samuel. It depends on the stream because there's artists now making good money from streaming as well. It's literally, it depends on the artist, but you can supplement a good portion of your gigs for streaming if you have it, if you have, if you properly market it and properly do it right. You can definitely do it. There are artists that are doing it right now, so it is objectively possible. Go to our MIDI folder. Let's go to my MIDI files, FatBrock. All right. So here's all of our individual files. As you can see here, we have the stems for the hats, kick, lead, chords, all that good stuff. So I think it generated audio for us in addition to the MIDI. Yep. So here's the audio that you can addition. M4A files, it looks like. And here's the full mix. Okay, so let's start getting some of this stuff in here. So the first thing we want to do is, one by one. Let's get the drums in here first, I think. Oh, we can put the bass in here too. Let's put the bass in here. It's here. Put. That bass is actually not too bad, but I want to use probably Bassalicious. Bassalicious's bass for that, so it just sounds so good. Bassalicious's app, all the bass in here sounds great, but especially like, let's see here, like their electric stuff, electric bass, like this one right here, one of my favorite sounds. That might be a little bit too low. Because when I play it here. Loop. Ooh, that sounds good. It almost sounds a little bit, almost sounds a little low. Wonder if I should drag this up. Just to test it out. It's on C1. Two. Sounds pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. We should keep it at this octave or put this an octave down. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Huh. What do you guys think? Yeah, you can load Bassalicious samples inside of PureSynth as well, Sam. Hey Joe, making money from music is hard work. Yeah, that is for sure. I just love Bassalicious's bass sounds. Sounds so good. So good. All right. We'll throw some other stuff on there in a bit. Don't want to get too into the weeds quite yet. Uh-oh. Not on the right screen. That's fun. drag the root that was C1 to G1, and it should still stay in key. Yeah, we could do that as well. Instead of the C,